Shraddha, with your permission, can we start? A few words. Go on the stage.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, very warm welcome. I always wondered what made my grandfather start a film newspaper back in 1951. One that went on to become so iconic and be a market leader. Um, you know, if you know, I'll just give you a minute to tell you about the Express Group. The Indian Express Group was started on a call.
Woo! Make some noise! Woo! Now we have our very dear representatives of very valuable partners. Shraddha, they all want, no, you stay here. They all want to walk up to you for this special photograph. I request E-Tail, Bama, Smash, Hexo, Innate, and Jyoti Bava to have this conversation. Yeah.
The premise of staying true to how a sequel should be made. So I feel it all started with Stree 1, and they did a super job by cracking the story of Stree 2, getting all the entertainment factors into the film. We have brilliant actors in the film. We have some really entertaining dialogue. So I truly, truly believe it has been a fabulous team effort and pure cinematic joy, and really proud to be a part of this film. And the audience decides, right? They know that they want to leave their homes for entertainment, and we're really happy that we could do that for them.
And it seems we are ready for threes, 3, 4, and so on and so. You as this girl who has her loved ones around, but we don't see you at parties, at Bollywood, even so much. But so the larger ecosystem, you have your people and you stick with them. Is that what you're saying?
You know, I recently got a puppy, okay? And now all the more that I feel like, yeah, there is no place like home, very honestly. There is no place like, and it's nice also to just जल्दी खा के सोना, पपी के साथ थोड़ा सा टाइम वाइम स्पेंड करना, पर ऐसा नहीं कि मैं पार्टीज़ में नहीं जाती. आई डोंट नो व्हाई इट्स बिकम लाइक ओ शी डजंट गो एनीवेयर. इट्स दैट्स नॉट ट्रू. दैट इज़ नॉट ट्रू एट ऑल. Yes, I am more of someone who loves to be at home as much as possible, and be with my family and my close friends, etc. But yeah, ऐसा नहीं है, मतलब मैं जाती भी हूँ.
And this brings me to...
If I have to add, it depends. कि मतलब ऐसे होता है ना कि चलो आज मूड है, चलो जाते हैं, and नहीं है तो घर पे रहते हैं. It's like that.
You follow your own drumbeat, and that's the way to... Also, you have another family. You're 93.6 million followers on Instagram. What a massive, massive success. Just in today's day and age, how difficult it is to stay relevant because the trends change faster than anything on Instagram. Also, what kind of investment does it demand of you? Because you're a full-time actor who also has this, huge following for which you have to remain relevant. How do you balance both?
So, I do a lot of masti on Instagram. I'll be honest, मुझे बहुत ज़्यादा मज़ा आता है. और I have to tell you कि बहुत entertaining लोग मिलते हैं आपको Instagram पे. जो मैं अपने comments में मिलती हूँ after I put a post or something. And I will sit and I will read the comments, and I have to tell you, it is so entertaining and it is so much fun, and there is so much creativity in some people's comments that automatically I feel like retorting, replying back. And very honestly, I handle my own social media and I have a lot of fun with it. And the entire credit goes to everybody who shows up on my comments and enjoys and does masti with me. So I have to give it to them. The credit goes entirely to them.
I follow you on Instagram and you are a lot of fun. You are responding to comments planned for you. I want to know if, how would Shraddha Kapoor behave if she was to deal with situations your characters faced in your films, okay? So, For Ashiki, if you have a clingy boyfriend who's threatened by your success, how will you react?
First of all, I don't think in Ashiki that was Rahul Jaikar's character. He had an alcohol problem. He wasn't threatened by my character's success. Unfortunately, the demon of alcoholism overtook him. But if I had a character like that, run for your life, run in the other direction. Where is the exit? Bhago!
Bhago, right. Chichore, if you are you are there, you are an outsider in what is essentially a boys' club.
No, but I was a part of the gang. So what would I do, you're saying?
So if you are one of essentially a boys' club, what do? Enjoy the attention?
But no, I wouldn't be an outsider. I would be like, arey, buddies.
I'm one of the guys.
Because also in school, I have been like that. I've also been one of the boys. So I can relate to that.
Okay. Half girlfriend. Do you have commitment? You have commitment issues in the film. But what about real life, Shraddha?
Do I have in real life? You know, I am that full fairy tale romance chahiye in life kind of a person. So no half girlfriend business for me in real life.
Tu jhuthi main makkar. A girl who wants a healthy distance from her family, but is in love with a boy who wants her to live with in an in a joint family setup.
You know, when you're that's tricky. That is tricky. Because, I mean, I can't answer this on the spot. But also, see, I live with my family. I love living with my family. It's that energy of having your family members around. And, I mean, there's constantly a party at home. So, till I'm not in that situation, this one I nahi pata. But I have to share one anecdote. We have this system in my home where whenever anybody wants space from each other, we have made D&D signs. D&D हमने लिखा हुआ है एक पेपर पे और वो हम कमरे के बाहर लटका देते हैं. So the rules of this D&D is कि only if it is an emergency can you bang on the door really, really loudly or scream and shout. Or if it's not, then just wait till that sign is off.
So as we are at the screen launch and you already spoke very nicely about, you must also be reading about your father, your family. Was it strange sometimes to, see how this is happening, or were you always comfortable with the attention?
So growing up, everyone in school would be like, Shakti Kapoor की बेटी है, पता है, बड़े villain है वो, संभल के रहना. And I used to, in fact, walk with a chip on my shoulder कि you don't know who my brother is. Because my brother was 3 years older and he had a lot of tashan in school. So I used to have that, कि nobody can mess with me, bhaiya hai, और वो from the top floor I will, complain and all of that. So, of course, growing up in a film family with my Masi, Masi is my grandfather being, I have musicians in the family also. So it's been a very creative environment that I've been brought up in as well. And of course, seeing my father and my Masi, them going to their shoots so it has been an integral part of my life. And, but aisa nahi tha ki, because I have always had friends also who've not been a part of the industry. And they are my best friends today also. It never felt like somehow कि ऐसा feeling नहीं हुआ कि यार filmy family से हूँ या ऐसे. No, it didn't feel like that very much.
Oh, lovely. So she handled my questions very well. Now I will invite Anant to do a very special rapid fire segment with her. Over to you, Anant.
Artificial intelligence in cinema.
In cinema.
In cinema.
What scares me about artificial intelligence nowadays they have those things, right, where they can map your face and
Yeah.
all of that. I think that there will be some what do you call it? What's the word for it?
There'll be deep fakes, there'll be morphing,
No, the
there'll be more.
deep fakes are already there,
Yeah.
right? And there are a lot of, there's a debate over it, and I believe also there's some action being taken over it. But I feel like if it's used in a positive way, it could really enhance a cinematic experience. Of course, I do feel like you have to be really creative with it,
Yeah.
very honestly.
But it's much easier now to age you up 30 years and to, and to make, a Rajnikant look like a college student with AI. Anything can happen. So in that way, filmmaking, there's more creativity. Do we lose something in the craft with so much of technology?
No, I don't think so. If you have a film like Benjamin Button, for example, and if you're making something equivalent to that today, where you can creatively use AI
Yeah.
as a enhancement of your,
Right.
I mean, it becomes a character in your film in itself, right?
Right.
So I feel like if you use it creatively, why not?
Okay. So, I mean, artificial intelligence in cinema.
In cinema.
In cinema.
What scares me about artificial intelligence nowadays they have those things, right, where they can map your face and
Yeah.
all of that. I think that there will be some what do you call it? What's the word for it?
There'll be deep fakes, there'll be morphing,
No, the
there'll be more.
deep fakes are already there,
Yeah.
right? And there are a lot of, there's a debate over it, and I believe also there's some action being taken over it. But I feel like if it's used in a positive way, it could really enhance a cinematic experience. Of course, I do feel like you have to be really creative with it,
Yeah.
very honestly.
But it's much easier now to age you up 30 years and to, and to make, a Rajnikant look like a college student with AI. Anything can happen. So in that way, filmmaking, there's more creativity. Do we lose something in the craft with so much of technology?
No, I don't think so. If you have a film like Benjamin Button, for example, and if you're making something equivalent to that today, where you can creatively use AI
Yeah.
as a enhancement of your,
Right.
I mean, it becomes a character in your film in itself, right?
Right.
So I feel like if you use it creatively, why not?
Okay. So, I mean, artificial intelligence in cinema.
In cinema.
In cinema.
What scares me about artificial intelligence nowadays they have those things, right, where they can map your face and
Yeah.
all of that. I think that there will be some what do you call it? What's the word for it?
There'll be deep fakes, there'll be morphing,
No, the
there'll be more.
deep fakes are already there,
Yeah.
right? And there are a lot of, there's a debate over it, and I believe also there's some action being taken over it. But I feel like if it's used in a positive way, it could really enhance a cinematic experience. Of course, I do feel like you have to be really creative with it,
Yeah.
very honestly.
But it's much easier now to age you up 30 years and to, and to make, a Rajnikant look like a college student with AI. Anything can happen. So in that way, filmmaking, there's more creativity. Do we lose something in the craft with so much of technology?
No, I don't think so. If you have a film like Benjamin Button, for example, and if you're making something equivalent to that today, where you can creatively use AI
Yeah.
as a enhancement of your,
Right.
I mean, it becomes a character in your film in itself, right?
Right.
So I feel like if you use it creatively, why not?
Okay. So, I mean,
So no, it's as I said, I've actually not officially signed any film, and In fact, I don't even know where these rumors come from. I've not been offered most of the films that rumors have come out about. So I'm like,
Okay, good. So we heard from the horse's mouth then.
yeah.
Can we end by, your accents is very famous, and I discovered it just last night. I mean, the accents you do, they're fantastic. So, yeah, so can we ask you, you've done the photo shoot for us, you've made time for us, so I'm going to be very selfish and ask you for one last thing. Can you say screen is back? In as many accents as you like, and then we'll...
In as many. Really? What can I say? As you can see, the iconic Screen magazine. It is I'm on the cover, and it's really nice to be on the cover and to meet all you lovely people. And okay, so I think it's a wrap now. This is my British attempt at my British accent, and it was lovely talking to all of you. Thank you so much. Have a lovely evening.
That's fantastic. So thank you so much for playing
Thank
football.
you so
Thank you.
much. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you very much.
So like you have been a part of so many successful movies, right? So I want to know what role screen gonna play or contribute in documenting the legacy of the Bollywood, and how the screen gonna, help in shaping the future of the actors. That's my question. Thank you.
How is? I think that's for you.
I think Stree, you said
Oh,
how's...
My question is screen, right?
How screen?
How it's gonna contribute in documenting the legacy of the Bollywood? That's my
I'll
first.
just answer mine. You think of yours, you can get...
I think it's going to contribute in a big way.
Oh, thank you.
I think it's going to be incredible. It's been an iconic magazine, and as Mr. Bachchan also said, that there was no sensationalism. And earlier, when you heard Mr. Anant also speak, I'm really looking forward to the relaunch, and I'm very excited about it. And over to you now.
I was watching the Salim Javed documentary. I don't know if you saw it. I really enjoyed it. And I remember then that when Sholay released, it was a flop. Show fans who all know that Sholay release was a flop. And so apparently Salim Javed put an ad in Screen saying that this film is going to be a hit. And immediately after that ad, people started giving the film a try, and then sure enough, you know what happened to Sholay. So I think there are very few brands that have so much of attachment to the history, and I can't tell you how, but I'm very confident that we'll, as long as our motivation of doing this is for the right reasons, I think audiences kind of follow. Sorry, but you asked her a question about how she's going to, the first piece. Did she answer? Okay, super. Thank you so much, Shraddha. Thank you so much for your time.